Hey man, Hebron Ben Bilal, come back at you with another edition of this Boomer's Logic. I want to talk to y'all this morning, man, about this situation with this girl, Shanquella Robinson. I've been following it very closely since it all started to develop. But before I do this, if you haven't already, go to the channel, Hebron Ben Bilal, Boomer's Logic. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. For those of you who have just got on board, man, appreciate you. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get into this situation dealing with Shanquella Robinson. So I just been watching, just been following it. I didn't make a video of it. I just now started talking to my wife about it last night because I just been watching it unfold. And Jack, you probably know about this because this girl is out of North Carolina. The story derives from North Carolina. So what happened was her and six of her friends, and at the end of this story, I'm really gonna go on a serious tangent. So y'all just be patient with me. And her and six of her friends went to Cabo over there in Mexico. I think it's where Cabo is, whatever. But and it seems to me that it was premeditated, that they took her to Cabo and they beat the girl to death. Literally. They beat the girl to death. I mean, just beat her to death, man. Broke her neck. I think her spine was disjointed or something. They just stomped the girl to death, man. And it's a tragic story. Young black girl out of North Carolina, Charlotte, I believe. And kudos to the newscast down there, to wherever they're out of, because they've been on this. They ain't been relenting. I mean, they've been dogmatic. They pressing the issue. They didn't just air it one day and it was gone. Every time I look up, I'm getting, something, on my thing from that news channel about them talking about this. So they get the girl down there. They beat her to death. And after they beat her to death, two girls were responsible. But I'm gonna get into that in a little more detail. I'm sorry, this whole situation pisses me off. So they get the girl down there, they beat her to death. Then they reach out to her mom and tell her mom that she died of alcohol poisoning. The mom finds out later that that's not the truth. She had to wait for like 7 days or something like that until she actually got her daughter's body back, and got the coroner's report, where the coroner's report said she didn't have alcohol in her system, period, and she suffered a broke neck, back was messed, just all stumped in, and she was beat to death. So these clowns jump back on the plane, come back to North Carolina. One of the dudes, he's all over these podcasts trying to talk about, he's trying to be preemptive and, get ahead of the curve and tell everybody that, I wasn't there when I got there, and you know what I'm saying, I looked and I said, man, she did, and all this stuff. He going on people's podcasts. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Just shut your stinking, filthy mouth. You was there, you seen what happened. And y'all left that girl's body there. It took 7 days for this woman to get her. You took this girl, you tricked her to Cabo. You beat her to death. And then one of the idiots had this is how stupid this generation is. He sits and records the whole thing. He records the whole thing and then releases it to Facebook. Listen, this generation is so dumb that you do stuff like this and then you record it and release it to the public. So it's a couple things with this story that really, not just the fact that they killed this girl. First, it's two grown-ass men, excuse my language, it's two grown-ass men. First, the one dude, he's sitting there recording it, and you can hear him talking on the video, talking about, at least fight back. You can tell he's a gump. You can tell he's a fag. At least fight back. Gosh, at least fight back, and you can hear the girl in the background beating her, and you can hear the girl telling no, no. So this girl beats her to the ground. This fag standing there telling her to fight back, throw punches back. You see the girl slump on the ground. She continues to beat her, and after she gets tired, their white friend comes in and starts to beat her. You let a cracker put her hands on one of your sisters, man. Y'all disgust me. Y'all disgust me. And you two grown fags stand there and let this happen, man. See, you cats want to run around, you young cats want to run around and pop these guns and you shooting up and spraying up everything. What you need to be doing is tracking these two, I'm using the niggas down. That's what you need to be doing. Since Cabo can't extradite them, but they putting together some type of package where they're going, because Cabo just got somebody sent the thing over to Cabo, the footage. And Cabo said that they were aware, that this happened, but they didn't, okay, well, we don't know what happened. Now that they got the footage, they said, okay. So I guess they putting something together trying to get these jokers. Now, the black girl that started initially beating her, she's a big joker. She's a big joker. Let me say that first, because I seen parts of the video. I just didn't want to watch the whole thing. It was just, I got a strong stomach, man. But just to see that young 25-year-old woman get beat to death like that. And then you got these niggas standing around videotaping and talking about fight back. And you stood there and let them beat her to death, man. Y'all disgust me, man. Y'all disgust me. Y'all would have been YouTube Negroes. Y'all would have been what we used to call a free kill back in the day. You've been a free kill. Because if the hood got wind that you did this and you stood by and you watched this happen, you would have been a free kill. When nobody in the hood, not even the police, would have even questioned it. They would have scooped your body up and just dumped you in the meat wagon and took you to nobody would have questioned it. Nobody in the hood would have said anything. Dudes in the hood would have been like, oh yeah, and continue to eat or smoke or whatever they was doing. They wouldn't have cared. They wouldn't have investigated it. You would have just been a body on the street. Now, this is my question. Where is that skinny, fat, pulpit pimp, Al Sharpton? Why ain't he screaming about this? You was on your soapbox, hooping and hollering and screaming about Kyrie's anti-Semitism. Oh, I forgot. You're monitoring Kyrie's situation. This is why you can't go down and champion and hoop and holler and scream about getting justice for this girl. You can't do that. Because there ain't no money down there for you to lap up. Ain't no money in it for you. It ain't got enough buzz yet. There's not enough pub for you to go down there and champion it. Ain't no cameras flicking and flashing for your grimy behind to stand in front of looking half dead. Where's the LBGT community that y'all always running for their aid and defense when somebody says something homophobic about them? You'll run to their aid every time. But you just a bunch of token Negroes y'all don't even understand. Y'all run and defend everybody else. But when a situation like this occurs right in your own front yard, you will not address it, man. You don't see them queers coming to help you on this, saying, hey, nah, this girl needs justice. Marching and rallying with their gay pride colors up and down the streets of North Carolina, trying to get justice for her. Where's Black Lives Matter? Because I thought this was a black woman. Oh, her life doesn't matter. Oh, I forgot. You stole y'all lesbians stole everybody's money and moved to the hills. Yeah, that's what you did. Where's all these strong, independent black women? We are the culture. You're using your platforms to talk about black men and anti-Semitism, but you're not raising this issue about this sister who got beat to death, man. And these Negroes is just sitting around free. Y'all not hooping and hollering for justice for this girl, man. Y'all disgust that. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all disgust me, man. Y'all disgust me. You are a disgusting lot. Y'all are parasites. You're leeches. You prey on the misery of your own communities, and you don't stand for nothing. Because if you stood for something, you would have your tails down there in North Carolina saying, yo, listen, hold up. You'll march, rally, and burn everything down for oh, they choked George Floyd out. We got to burn everything down. But what about her, man? This was an inhumane, disgusting display, and they recorded the sister. She was butt naked when they killed her. This was planned. This was planned, man. And it's disgusting. The girl's name is, if you want to go look up the situation, like I said, Jack, you probably already know about the situation. Her name is Shanquella Robinson. Give it a look, man, and it's a horrendous story. And like I say all the time, man, y'all subscribe to these clowns, these BLM, these all strong, independent women, look at me, boss chick types, and they don't do nothing. Feed you a line of garbage, you run with it. Al Sharpton, they just a bunch of parasites, man. But man, to Shanquella's mother, man, I hope y'all get justice, man. For real. For real. I hope they come and get all 4 of them clowns that was down there, all of them, or 5, or how many it was. Get all of them and stick them in a Mexican prison. Just give them, you ain't even got to give them life. Give them 10 years in Mexican prison. Because them 10 years in the Mexican prison is going to seem like a lifetime. Yeah. Yeah, I've been around. I've been doing time with Mexicans. I know how they rock. So just imagine being in a Mexican prison. Yeah. You gonna get your comeuppance in there. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Man, but I'm going to end this, and I'm just really saddened by this, and I'm pissed off at the, quote-unquote black community who refuses to even bat an eye or even turn in that direction. I love y'all, man, and I'll see y'all on the next one.